Oh, baby. Hey, let me just check and make sure it's actually, I had to change mic settings. Let me check. Is it actually, I had to change. Hey, it's me. Hey, chat. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, great to see you guys. So, I want to clarify real quick. I just want to make it known real quick. We are not actively doing corruptions today. I want to make that very clear. I didn't want to blue ball you, but if you saw the update, this is an update regarding corruptions. I'm gonna just tell you guys this up front because this is gonna be a bit more of a heart-to-heart with you guys as a content creator, and I almost need your feedback on this kind of stuff. What do I gotta say? Okay. Also, hope you all are doing well. I just wanted to point that out straight away. I didn't want to I see all you guys in chat. And I'm like, hello. We here saw the Pokemon Presents today. I didn't even know it was happening. If I'll be honest with you, you have two people watching. There is more than two people. I think your counter is a little unupdated. Hello, Sylvia. Hello. So, yeah, I'm not gonna spew a lot of BS at you guys because I think I've just done too many update videos at this point. I think in general there's been a lot of inconsistency, yada yada. There's been inconsistencies on the channel and everything since 2021. What am I gonna do about it? Short and sweet. What am I gonna do about it? And what I gotta tell you guys is straight up, my mindset going forward, and I think for a while, has kind of just been do what you want, right? Is always been do what you want. So, that being said, where is this going? Well, back in 2022, for my year in review, as well as a weird stream I had beforehand announcing this, I made such a bold statement that was stupid. It wasn't good. I made a bold statement saying I was done with corruptions. Frick that, dude. Guys, I'm just going to tell you this straight up. I have plans to do corruptions soon. On stream, everything of the sort. Now, you may be wondering, why would I say that I'm done with corruptions? Fellas, I'm going through a huge transitional period when it comes to my life and figuring out stuff about myself. And you want to know one of the things that I'm learning? It's that I am an unreliable narrator. And I hate that for you guys because, I've always been pretty adamant nowadays about being like, I'm doing what I want. The problem is I feel like transparency and everything has not been the strong suit with expressing that. I think I've just kind of blatantly said, oh, I'm not doing this type of content. This type of content I'm not doing right now. No, I'm just done with it permanently. That's not what I want by any means. And I think I want to just make a very sincere apology for, basically all of this, really. It's just kind of like I'm not the reliable narrator that I know you guys want, but I want to be able to set a record straight that can be universally just, it works regardless of if I switch off of corruptions for a while or not. I am open to doing whatever now. Okay? If I ever, and I want you guys to hold me to this standard. As a content creator, I genuinely want this to be criticism that you guys hold against me if I fall back on this sort of statement. If you ever see a video from me in the future that regards me saying, I'm done making a certain type of content, so I'm done making F&F content, even though that one's pretty concrete, but again, I could return to it if I wanted to. But any type of content or video that's like, I'm done making F&F content, I'm done making corruptions, hold me to the standard and kind of cycle me back to this conversation. Because what I want is I want to be able to have this sense of like accountability to some extent. Because again, I think I just have a general inconsistency with my transparency in general. And I don't think you guys as the viewers deserve that. I don't think you have for a while now. And so I just want to sort of set the record straight and kind of have you guys able to hold me for that accountability if need be. And I think it's, what is it? Frick. I lost my train of thought. You should be at a news channel because you don't really hesitate to your crowd even when streaming. Dude, here's the thing. News type of content is like weird to me. Wait, I don't know if you're thinking like I'm gonna be like a drama alert channel. That's like the last thing I'd want to do, dude. That's the last thing I'd want to do. It's accountability in time. That's what I'm saying, bro. Also, SPG, I just wanted to say for the record, I think I straight up want to play Mario Starshine when it comes out on stream or something like that. I just thought I'd let you know that to remind you, hey, I'm interested in Mario Starshine. I don't know. I just want to throw that out there in general. Regardless, we appreciate it. Yeah. Again, I think you guys deserve better is kind of the bottom line as a content creator. I know I'm still going to have a very carefree attitude and just everything in general. I'm going to have a very carefree attitude. The problem is that I shouldn't have to make some video saying I'm done with a certain type of content just because I got a little burnt out on it and will probably return to it and like want to return to it in like 5 months. Like it's a natural content creator thing to want to explore new things. The problem is the way that I transition between doing new things is I've always just said I'm done making this certain type of content, everything of the sort. That's something that I want to be held accountability for. And give you early access, assuming I get stuff done. Hey, say no more. I mean, again, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. But by all means, if you need to polish stuff to make it work, or if you know, whatever you need to do, anything of that sort is all good. Let's get right into this. Dude, that's the last thing I want to do. I swear, I do not want to be the Keemstar. I do not want to be a Keemstar. Now, this being said, what are my plans and everything with current stuff, okay? Is this purely just a thing to say that corruption videos are on the table again, or corruption's actually in the plan books? I want to say that corruptions are in the plan books. It's something that I'm looking to do again because I'll be honest with you, I miss corruptions. I want to do corruptions. Now, I can't start working on stuff currently with it. However, I want to get back into very much a similar flow that I was in back in 2021. And if you don't know the schedule that I had going on for that, I had been doing corruption streams that served as recordings for edited corruption videos I would do it 5 days a week, and then I'd take the weekends off and still just edit everything of the sort. That is what I want to get back into. I want to do that again. And I may even throw in an Isaac run in those streams as well, again, because that was generally a thing I did. I felt this way too, to be honest. I want to do things like I used to, but just can't. Man, it's tough. I'm in a very transitional period in my life, so it's been tough. And again, if anything, I've just felt more recently worried from the viewer standpoint of it being like this eye roller thing. I actually today I had the idea of recording a update video for this sort of thing. And here's the thing, I might still do that. The problem is that I have made so many update videos within the past year and a half. It's nuts, dude. It's freaking nuts. And it'd be different if it was like these big life changes that were just happening that required me to update you guys for this kind of stuff. No, I'm just going through these really big fixation phases of, yeah, one moment, guys, I might stick to corruptions and have this cool schedule for 5 months, but then I might want to go back to casual Isaac or casual Mario stuff for a bit. Whatever the frick. I shouldn't need to make a million update videos for that, and nor do I need to. It's just I always feel the need to say, oh, I'm done with this type of content, whatever. And I just want to be held accountable for not doing that anymore. So you know, for a heart to heart of me to you guys, if you ever catch me making a video like that again, give me a bit of criticism, you know? Like, actually call me out. It's okay if it doesn't end up happening, as I might end up catching myself. However, that might help a lot. Because I just am in a weird transitional period in life right now. So I'm trying to figure out stuff in general with everything. That being said, that's pretty much all of the accountability stuff and update stuff that I have to point out. Corruptions are on the table. And I'm planning to do some of them soon. I don't exactly know when. I'm having a new USB thing for a controller coming in soon, which is going to be Pog. Your stream chat keeps delaying. Have you ever attempted to fix that? Well, the thing is, it doesn't actually delay on YouTube. I think just on my Streamlabs it delays, which honestly, I'll fix it at some point. We'll be sure to give you that slight push whenever you need it. Thank you, Sylvia. Much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, Wednesday I do have a thing coming in for like a controller thing. So for Wednesday stream, I might try and set aside a little bit of a time to just use that opportunity to set up corruption stuff again. Because I'm probably going to be starting from scratch with setting up a bunch of corruption save states and all that. It's going to be less of an actual corruption stream and more of a testing stream. But I think it could be pretty fun and things of the sort. It'll be humble criticism. We're not trying to be a-holes here. Yeah, I appreciate that. Reassurance. Again, bluntness, I wouldn't even mind as well. I also did just want to say, by the way, Gabriel, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Should give you more, but I don't have much. Hey, man, you are by no means required to even send money, period, but much appreciated. But yeah, so that being said, I have stuff that I want to do with like rebuilding my corruption stuff on Wednesday. I don't know exactly if I'll start with the 5 days a week streaming just yet. That may take a little bit. I may just do some sporadic streams here and then until I do get my corruption stuff rolling around, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just actually just start going at it. But hope you all have been doing well. I don't know. I didn't really have much else planned for this stream. Didn't have much else planned out, but in general, I just wanted to pop in, sort of say hey for a little bit. I don't know. I'd probably stick around and chat. I'm not busy. I'm not busy by any means. I am doing well. That's great to hear, man. I was a creator for 3 years. I still don't know what I'm doing. Dude, it's crazy, man, because like I actually the channel just had its 8-year anniversary a week ago. Wacky, by the way. It's a little wacky, if you ask me. 8-year anniversary is a lot. I want to remind you guys, I've been doing this whole thing since I was 11. Just that's always a fair reminder to point out. I've been doing this thing since I was 11, so I've got quite a long history with doing YouTube. I grew up doing YouTube in a lot of regards, and I think it's just been very wacky experience. And I think it's also part of the reason I try to give myself a little leniency with the fact that things are so out of whack. I'm pretty much in a phase where, you know, for most of the time I was doing YouTube, I was in school. I'm not in school anymore. Not in school. I graduated back in 2021. Or was it? Yeah, it was 2021. I feel like $100. Hey, I mean, I'm feeling more like a solid 70 at the moment, but I'm looking to feel more. Nice job, dude. I love your corruption videos. They're funny as heck. Also, Wide Mario. So true, Wide Mario. I will tell you guys, I am looking for a little bit of requests on some games to do for corruptions. I think I still want to do a lot of the ones you expect, okay? The ones that you sort of know what to see. You know, you're probably going to get some me channel. You're probably you're going to get some me channel. You're probably going to get some new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Maybe some Mario Kart Wii, although on my current machine it's a little iffy. But this is honestly a funny and irony way to talk about this. I appreciate you overall. Thank you. I want to be a lot more bubbly with this because I think I've always been not necessarily sappy, but kind of depressively talking when I do these update videos. And I think there's just never been this like strike of confidence in what I'm trying to update you guys on, especially for how many updates there's been. And I want to change that. Assure you guys that I feel confident in the decision that I'm making at the moment. And again, my whole thing with this update that I've been giving you guys is I just want to be held accountable for not running back on statements or anything. You know, there's a difference between wanting to change something on the channel and backpedaling on a statement you previously said. I don't feel as confident in that. I'm the same way in some cases, so you're not alone. Hey, much appreciated. It's good to know that I'm not alone. It seems like multiple of you guys, even if, whether, you know, some of you guys have been saying it from a content creator standpoint, but some of you have just been saying it from an in general standpoint. You guys seem to be pretty on board with that as well. So it feels good to know that I'm not alone, in general. And I don't know, I'm just really excited to maybe try and do this whole corruption thing soon. Now, again, due to the standards that I'm trying to hold right now, don't guarantee this is going to be a thing, right? Don't hold your breath, right? I might end up just being like, nah, casual Isaac, all this and that, things of that sort. Staying consistent with things gets a bit tiring, so breaks are much needed. But also self-discipline to get yourself back up again. Yeah, I think my problem is I've been doing everything with that. The problem is I don't give myself that self-discipline. So while I'm trying to give myself some self-discipline, as well as reminding you guys to give that criticism/discipline when I slip up and backtrack and backpedal, all that stuff. It's again, I think I feel like as a content creator, there's probably always at least that one thing that about you as a content creator that you're always trying to work on that you know is a flaw you have. I very clearly know mine. And it's the fact that I am inconsistent, but not inconsistent with videos, as that's, I think, become less of the issue. It's more of transparency is not my strong suit at the moment due to the severe amount of stuff. Like, I have my reason why transparency has been tough for me. That does not excuse that I just want it to be, I want to be transparent with you guys properly at the very least. This is like me promising I won't take a few months to continue my Kaizo Mario series and then proceed to take a few more months to continue it. Yeah, man, it's just like, it's really tough. I don't know. I was worried at one point that this whole thing like culminated to me losing interest in YouTube as a whole. And I don't think that's the case. I just think I really need to broaden my horizons a little bit, be more open, because which I know that sounds funny given the exact thing that I'm planning to do soon is corruptions, right? Like I haven't been doing that the whole YouTube career, right? Freaking that whole ordeal. However, I want to be able to condition myself to be more open to actually doing other things and not feeling that there's going to be this sense of judgment. Because from what I can tell, you guys aren't very judgmental in the slightest about this whole ordeal that I'm having. And that was something I kind of realized, especially looking back on update videos. There's never really been any of you guys that are like, oh my God, why do you have to update us so much? God, can you stop? And I guess I've always had this mindset that it was going to be like that. When in reality, it's never been like that. So I do think that I'm an overthinker as well, and that's like a more personal thing that I'm trying to get over. So that probably blends in a little as well. Like listening to you though, much appreciated. I'm a rambler. I'm very much a rambler. I don't really skip a beat with how I talk and everything, and I think it just has to do with the fact that I'm a rambler. What can I say? But yeah, so current plans, and this is just based off my current mindset. You know, again, literally tomorrow you could just end up seeing me and be like, and just go back to casual Isaac. But current plans is that I'm going to try and condition myself to get back into doing my corruption stuff on my own terms. By the way, this is on my own terms. I'm not forcing myself to do this. Forcing myself to do a certain type of content is the last thing I need at the moment. And I really want to get back into doing this, not only for the sake of having consistency again, but I want to be able to connect with you guys properly again. Because I think if there's one thing I've sort of missed out on, especially from corruption streams, it's the sort of interactions and the connection with chat and everything. I miss that. So, you don't suppose you would replace your current screen with starting never, right? So, that would be a really funny bit. I'll consider that. But it's not necessarily a starting never. It's just, maybe I can create a separate one that just has a really poorly, overlapped, Comic Sans never over the soon. And I only use that one for streams like this that are only going to contain the starting soon. That would be pretty good, actually. That would be kind of funny. How many minutes is the game going to start? I'll be real with you. I don't even guarantee there's going to be a game. Again, for the most part, this is just an update video. Lemme. Yeah, I know, dude. It's a perfect idea. I'm very glad Destroyer suggested such an idea. It's actually pretty. It's a pretty good idea, all things considered. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe for casual just chatting streams, I'll just put that up on starting never. That'll probably throw people. I'll start it with starting soon and then switch it to starting never the moment I start doing casual conversation. That is unironically something I want to do. Hold on. Can I do that right now? Can I copy a scene? I can't. I'm going to call this starting never. Okay, so this is starting never. Now can I am I ready for the Mario Bros movie? Dude, you know it. Holy frick. I am very excited about it. I'm also one of those people that's a lot more optimistic about Chris Pratt's voice acting. I know that's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I can be an overthinker and a procrastinator. I guess we're both the same. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people I know that are like that, which is comforting to know it's not just me, right? It's comforting to know it's not just me. I'm wearing a suit to that movie. Oh my God, you're going full decked out. Like how when the Minions movie came out and everyone did that whole ordeal when going to movie theaters. Oh, dude, freaking, I remember that. Okay, so let me add text because I don't intend for this to look good, for the record. I don't intend for this to look good. Okay, font family. Where's Comic Sans? There it is. Ooh. Text. Never. Red. I'll make it red. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, no, just that. Just only click on that. That doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would. Oh no, that doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would, dude. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good at the moment. I'll update you on where I'll be in a day, but I kind of wish I could just have a regular a border around it, so that I didn't have to. Can I have it so that it's not transparent and you can actually see it? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it makes it funnier. Okay, cool. Cool. That doesn't look good at all. Oh, yeah, you have to squint to see it a little, but I think it could be worse. I can barely see it. Yeah, right? I think it's perfect, actually. I kind of enjoy it. Now, if I can move this little scene organization. Yeah, there we go. So I got you got starting soon. You got starting never. And you got ending soon. I can still see the soon trying to cover the names soon ever. Dude, it's perfect. Just trust the system. Maybe I'll do some optimizations to it, but there's a charm to it. I think there's a charm to it. I still can't see it, but I like it. I don't know why. Yeah, add a square color and blur the soon. Yeah, I might have to like export this and like make it its own separate thing. What about never starting soon? Wait. How do you end a stream that never started? That's a fair point. That's actually good. That's good. I like that. There's character to that. There is huge character to that. Holy frick. I love it. I will also tell you guys a little bit of a banter topic because if any of you got, well, I was going to say if any of you guys have been seeing my recent Isaac stuff, except I've only uploaded 1 out of the like 6 videos in the recording I currently have for it up. I know I'm slacking, but it's purely because I've been taking time to think about this stuff. So it's an excuse. I'll probably finish the rest of them later, but a little bit of context. I've been trying to get into some new games recently. This was purely for casual gameplay videos, but maybe they could just be fun things to play on stream before corruptions. Now that I'm supposedly planning to do corruptions more consistently. But again, that's a little up in the air itself, but I digress. 2 big games I've been trying to get into: Stardew Valley and Terraria. Can you tell what type of person I'm trying to become? And Stardew is interesting because I want a cozy game to play. And I think especially for like pre-chaotic corruptions, it could be fun. It doesn't fit the vibe initially, but it's good if I need to banter to you guys, I feel. It's good if I need to banter to you guys. But then there's also Terraria. Now, I don't play Terraria like the average person. I play with the randomizer. I play with some quality of life stuff one of the mods is literally called Cheat Sheet. I know you probably want me to play the game like a normal simpleton. I won't. You can't convince me. I'll play the game with cheats. Frick you. I'll play the game with cheats. I play Sims 4 all the time now. I need to play Sims 4 again. Maybe I should because I have a big Sims 4 video on the channel, and there was just never a sequel. She's been streaming Terraria in our GC for a couple days now. That's not true. What do you mean? It's not true. Okay, it's a little true. It's fun, okay? I like mining and stuff and not knowing where I'm going. It's fun. But it's been a fun experience. Again, I play Terraria very differently than the average person. That being said, I would love to still play that way in stream with you guys prior to maybe some corruptions or whatever. I have over 100 mods on Sims 4. I've died 4 times. Holy frick, dude. 100 mods in Sims 4? When I was playing Sims 4 around the time I made the Making Abominations in Sims 4 video a couple years back, I had like 10 at most. What the frick, man? That's wild. You suffer. I don't suffer. I'm very good at the game, and I don't suffer because people who are good at the game don't suffer at the game, and I'm good at the game, so I don't suffer at it. I went a little crazy. I mean, dude, listen, I get the mindset, man. Like, more content equals more replayability. I get the mindset. That's how I was. That's how I am with Risk of Rain 2. I have like 90 mods in Risk of Rain 2, which, you know, rest in peace my PC, which isn't even like a high-end PC. I have a very low middle-end PC. And I think I'm looking to get a new PC next year that has much better parts. That being said, that's a year from now. And there's things I want to do. There's games I want to play that I can't very efficiently play on my current machine. For instance, Elden Ring. I would love to do casual Elden Ring rando videos for you guys. However, I kind of can't because my PC it doesn't have a stroke trying to run it. It's just kind of like you're running it in a lower, it's a little slower. It's like you're running in a little bit of a Matrix scene. It's a whole ordeal. It's like putting in tons of mod for Teardown. Oh wait, you can. Speaking of Teardown, have you ever thought of playing that game? Teardown sounds really familiar, but I can't pinpoint it on the top of my head. Is it that game where you literally just destroy environments and everything? That's literally what this game is, right? I've heard of this game. No, I've heard of this. I've seen Vinny stream this game. This was made in 2022. I thought this was like 2018 or some crap like that. Okay, well, I would imagine, like, if you have a bad PC, like, it seems like if you have a middle-end PC like me, you'll be fine with this game. But, like, if you had a bad PC with some of these physics, oh, no, dude. Holy frick, your PC would die. I won't even lie to you, though. I kind of want to play it, unironically. I unironically kind of want to play it. And you say there's mods for such a thing? Modding has an extensive mod support with a built-in level editor. Steam Workshop integration? That's really good. What the frick? I love that. Holy frick. Next year, 12th engine Intel CPU going to be cheap. Don't worry. I'm crossing my fingers, man. I was looking to actually get a 13th gen. Like, I have a PC planned out. I already have one planned out. It's just saving up for it is the process. Ready for Wipeout the Corruption Chaos. Dude, I do want to do Wipeout Corruptions again. I think the Wipeout Corruptions that I did mid last year was like genuinely one of my favorites. That was so fun to corrupt. It's very fresh, and because of the fact that that game has a really wacky physics engine, you combine a really wacky physics engine with corruptions. Oh no, dude. Oh, it's messy, dude. It's freaking messy. Oh, it's really messy. I was thinking about, are you thinking about doing more Windows destruction videos? Because I was thinking about you making a Windows 11 one, though. So here's the really funny thing. I had this really bad fear for a while after I made those Windows corruption, or not Windows corruption. God, I just combined two different niches that I've done. I've thought about this, and not long after I did my Windows destruction videos, I felt very bad. And I felt kind of guilty. You may be wondering why. Well, I got some comments on those videos. But also, I was aware of this in and of itself, on my own terms, that me doing those destruction videos could very much come across like me trying to copy Vinesauce Joel. When in reality, I just see what he's doing, and I just have an interest in doing that. I have no interest in piggybacking off of it for virality's sake. I just want to do Windows destruction things for you guys, if that makes any sense. Like, I just want to do Windows destruction stuff for you guys. I have no, there's no part of me that's like trying to copy Joel or anything. I just have an interest in making them. So, I I think I've gotten better with that over the years, so I could probably come back to doing it. There will probably still be those people being like, oh my God, you're copying Joel, this and that, which is fine. I get the mindset. You're just kind of like, you're wrong. I feel like that kind of copying comment isn't really worth like noting unless the creator in question is very, very clearly doing it to just get a little bit of a sense of virality. I mean, in my opinion, you're better than Kelly's son, Vinny, Joel, Vine Sauce, and Zero Ducks Given combined. I mean, shoot, that's generous, dude. Those guys are amazing. I've been fortunate enough to speak to those guys individually throughout the years. Except for Vinny. I have not talked to Vinny. That's not a thing I've done. I have never had contact with Vinny. But I've talked to Zero Ducks Given. I've talked to Kelly's son. They're all amazing, man. They're really great people. And I think I do, for as much as I've had these weird ups and downs because of how I work, you know, I love the corruption community. I love the people. I love the big dogs in it. You know, Vinny, Kelly's son, you know, Zero Ducks Given. They're all amazing, man. I love them. I like the little niche community we got of breaking video games. It's very fun. It's very fun. You need to do Super Mario 64 DS corruptions. It's probably doable. However, DS corruptions, from my current knowledge, are finicky. There might be a way to more efficiently do them, but if I can find a more efficient way to do them, I will. Yo, I'm here. Oh my God, it's Burnt Ash. Hey, great to see you in Faces' chat yesterday, by the way. Hope you enjoyed the Yomi Hustle stream. But yeah, so I guess big takeaway from everything that I've said in this stream, I'm going to do what I want, and I just want you guys to call me out if I ever say, hey, I'm done making a certain type of content. I'll feel probably done with making a certain type of content for a bit, but it's very clear that I'm not going to be done, is the thing. It's very clear to me now. And that's the point in case. Corruptions are not done. I'm going to go on the record to say, even though it will probably be a really long time before my brain ever goes to considering doing this again, FNF videos probably aren't done. You know, like, they're probably not even done. They're a lot more likely to be done for a while, but genuinely, anything's on the table. Now, maybe expect some FNF. Maybe expect some corruptions. I don't know. It's just whatever I'm going to be feeling in the moment, man. I think I'm cutting myself off too much with these boundaries of after every time I say I'm done with a certain type of content. It makes my life more difficult. And I think all in all, the most I should really say regarding that stuff is if I stream and I'm just like, you know, someone brings up, you know, where have the FNF videos been for a while? Oh, well, I just wanted to take a break from them. Expect the unexpected. That's quite literally what everything comes down to. I know, I definitely, like, even though FNF, like, quitting FNF definitely had bigger reasons because of the fact that I was attracting a certain community, yada, 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 this and that. It wasn't attracting the community that I wanted. Dog, I'll be real with you. I'm just like, if I ever want to push towards doing a more universal gaming niche in the style of like Alpharad and everything, I'll work towards that when I'm ready. I'll work towards that when I'm ready. But for the meantime, if our community growth comes from like FNF, more corruptions, all that, you know, I want to enjoy the audience in the moment and not worry so much about the demographic of the audience and everything, because I think all in all, it's still very universally enjoyable for me to see, you know, it's very enjoyable for me to see the community just really enjoying what I'm making. Even on casual Isaac videos, even though, you know, they don't get that many views, they don't get that many comments, whatever, the people who do see them do seem to enjoy them, and I do appreciate that. So, That's kind of the bottom line. I don't know, because for me, my opinion on the FNF community on Twitter is becoming very difficult because of a lot of drama. See, that's the thing. I want to separate myself from that. If I'm going to do FNF, I don't want to be lumped into not doing it because of Twitter drama. Yeah, Twitter drama exists. I'm on YouTube, though. And Twitter is stupid as well. You can ignore that stuff, dude. You can ignore that stuff. If I'm going to do FNF, it's just because I want to do FNF, man. It's, Twitter stuff is its own beast. And I think we all know that by this point. It's its own, it's like Noah just said, it's a crap house. It's not, I mean, it's to the point where even communities that have a weirder reputation like FNF universally, a lot of it you can attribute down to Twitter, specifically Twitter. And I'm not making content for Twitter. I'm making content on YouTube. Maybe Twitch at some point. I've considered Twitch, but never in a million years have I ever considered Twitter. No, I've been posting more on Twitter recently, but if you expect me to butt in on Twitter drama and have Twitter drama affect what I make here on YouTube, it's not what's happening. And not what's gonna happen. You freaking kidding me, dude? Twitter is if Facebook and DeviantArt had a child. That is such a strange combination, but oddly enough, I see it. It's a very strange combination that my brain was initially confused by reading, but I can kind of see it. Peeps have their own opinion on Twitter, I understand. Yeah, it's just one of those things where Twitter, they can shout their opinions and everything. Just on their own terms there. Twitch streaming would be nice. Yeah, I think the only reason I haven't moved over to it sooner is because I worry, not that many people are going to go over to a whole new platform just for the streaming stuff. Which honestly, yeah, it's fair. I'll probably just stick to YouTube for a bit, but maybe eventually, especially if I branch out to the wider gaming scene, in an Alpharad sort of fashion, yeah, I might move over to Twitch. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. But can I tell you guys a funny story, by the way, about my Perfectly Normals that I was making? So there's a Twitter account that exists, and it's been a really long time since they posted this. I think this was posted more when my Perfectly Normals were just starting to blow up, and they were reaching more mainstream devs in the FNF community, like K-Dev and all that, and the B-side devs and all that. And the big thing that I remember was that there's a Twitter there's a Twitter account. It's a gimmick account called Bad FNF Content. Man, Bad FNF Content. Now there's a lot of bad FNF content on YouTube. I think that goes without saying because of the demographic. Some of the content adapts to some weird mukbang stuff. If you've ever seen that, it's terrible. It's actually terrible, and it's not good. However, let's not forget for a second. I have made FNF content, let alone FNF content that has actually reached to some audiences and attracted quite a bit of this subscriber base is actually FNF. Crazy enough. So, especially with how low quality on the surface those Perfectly Normals were, especially pre-doing them in a chromatic fashion, before when I was just scream dubbing them, which maybe I'll go back to that, but no guarantee on that. I might just still do chromatics. I'm sorry. But I got put on that Twitter account. I think it was Perfectly Normal Madness from the Tricky mod, which was actually the big one that started blowing them up. And I remember I'm like, oh my God, we made it onto an FNF Twitter gimmick account. Holy frick, we made it onto a gimmick account. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it, man. This is where FNF mukbang videos were made. Dude, I swear, the FNF mukbang videos are so funny to me. And sometimes I just go back on them, not to watch them out of genuine interest, but more just like, there's an audience that enjoys this, and I'm not going to judge. It's YouTube. You know, broadcast yourself. Reach out to whatever community you want to do. Hey, a lot of my career that I've been doing on YouTube has been breaking video games. Not in the sense of smashing them, but more basically using software to make them work funny and not work as they should. It's a whole thing. Hey, good morning. Hello, Choir K. Great to see you. Hey, it's been a minute. I don't know if I should -2 that account for featuring you, or should I just shout A for making it there? So you can do two things. You can both say A for the fact that I made it there, but also I am aware that in the grand scheme of things, those Perfectly Normal suck. They are not good content, especially okay, if it was like when we were at the point when we started using chromatics instead of me manually screaming, I think the chromatic versions actually have some merit for being decent. Decent, maybe. They're weird chromatics though, so even then that's iffy. But even then, the Perfectly Normals thumbnails are like void memes. Yeah, that was always my joke. I wanted to make them like void memes every time. That was actually specifically inspired by void memes. I'm not even joking. That was always my bit for it. But if I was to go back into FNF and do Perfectly Normals, I think there's a chance maybe I would do it in the old fashion, but in general, there's a good chance that, especially since I can't guarantee as many people are interested now, it seems like a lot of you corruption peeps have a lot more patience for me taking a break from corruptions than FNF peeps do have from me taking FNF like breaks. I remember I took a day off of doing Perfectly Normals. The view count instantly dropped so large, dude. And I'm like, and mind you, it only dropped because I had to go to graduation. I think I uploaded a corruption video, or not a corruption video, a Perfectly Normal on the 27th of May. My graduation was on the 28th of May. Now, as much as I wanted to get a Perfectly Normal out for that day, I couldn't. So I didn't upload that day. And so I get back around to uploading maybe May 30th. The viewer count drops so quick, man. That's scuffed. That's what I'm saying, man. Corruption community is not like that. I'm going to point that. I'm going to give you guys that. You guys are not like that. I came back after months of not uploading to do the Wipeout corruptions. And the Wipeout corruption still got like 20K, and there was a new Super Mario Bros. One that got like 40K. Like, you guys have patience. The FNF community did not. And they probably still don't. I think a lot of it has to do with the age of the fan base, not ragging on the FNF fandom at all, but I appreciate the game. But the younger the fandom, the thinner the patience. That makes complete sense. Almost a year between my most recent corruption videos, and people were just happy I made something. I get asked to do stuff a lot, but it's a nice enough viewer base. Dude, genuinely, I mean, it's one of those things where I've had my ups and downs with the corruption community, but I think it's one of those things where I've tried to stay as neutral as I can about not dogging on the community itself, because I think the corruption community in general is it's special to me. It's very niche, and it's got its own little group. I like the tight-knitted group with it. And even though I've taken a pretty long-winded break, let me tell you, I just don't want to ever sit here and say I'm done with a certain type of content. Especially, like, I had a bout of looking back on some of the older corruption videos that I'm, like, proud of. Man, that's difficult. That's like difficult, seeing how into it I was at the time. And now I'm just like, I'm done with corruptions. Guess I can't do it. No, you still can. Just stop saying you're done with it. Like, what? It's not that difficult. Not that difficult. Wipeout is still the top tier Wii game though. That's what I'm saying, man. I gotta re-corrupt Wipeout. That game was amazing. Corruption videos used to be everywhere. Not as many bigger channels do corruption videos. I mean, it's really just, you know, God, it's really just like, it really just comes down to like, I don't think corruptions as a whole have ever really been done by like a huge audience, but there's a fair bit of us that are known in the community. Like, you know, some of the names. I feel you should do what you want when you want, and not let people dictate that, dude. Honestly, yeah, that's what it boils down to. I think I'm an overthinker is the thing. I think I've had way too much of a thing of overthinking, and I'm trying. That's like a personal life goal I'm trying to fix. Is I try not to be an overthinker, and I think unfortunately it's blended a bit into my YouTube content. So I want to be a bit more forgiving in that regard, and sort of, not necessarily, like, I don't want I want to give myself more space, but also I don't want to affect you guys in the process of me. Basically, like, I'm it's kind of like Zero Dark Saban said, I want to do what I want when I want. However, at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and throw a whole thing of I'm done with this certain type of content completely under the bus, because let's be real, I've realized by this point that's not how I work. Me saying I'm done with a certain type of content probably just means I'm not going to do it for a while, and then I'll want to do it again. Now that I have this huge interest in corruptions again, and just, I mean, again, it's also been a thing of like, I've been watching some of the more notable corruption YouTubers recently. I've been watching some of Kelly-san stuff, some of Zero Dark Saban stuff. Yeah, I know it's a bit weird. I know you guys are in chat right now, so it's a little weird mentioning that, but like, that's genuinely, again, a lot of the big reason that I find myself, feeling inspired by this stuff is looking back on some of my older stuff that I'm proud of, but also looking at more the wider spectrum of the corruption community, and just seeing how it is, because I think in general, it's just such an interesting niche to me. Like, it this far out, even though I've been doing corruptions for such a long time, ever since just being inspired by like Vinny and, you know, I guess Kelly-san and Zero Dark Saban. Again, it's still weird saying that given they're actively in chat, I think. I don't know. But again, I have my general inspirations, and it's just like this far out, even still being somewhat interested in it is kind of surprising to me. And I'm forever grateful for the corruption community. I think I'm grateful for like every community across the board, even the ones that I've had a rockier opinion on, like the FNF community. Like, it's one of those things where I just gotta do what I want when I want. Only thing missing is Vinesless Vinny suddenly joining the chat. Nah, dude. I don't even think Vinny knows about my existence, but that's like, I don't even mind that, man. I don't need to be known in the wider spectrum. It just so happens that I don't know. I know some peeps. Vinny's much bigger in the grand scheme of things. He's like kind of the bigger figure of the community. He's always kind of been that baseline inspiration for, I think, a lot of corruption YouTubers, I feel. I mean, I don't want to speak for anyone, but, you know. Vinny tried the Starshine demo. Did he really? I actually got to check that. What the frick? I didn't know that. I got to check that, because that's crazy. Do you know Digital Doofus? That's a funny name. I just want to say, first of all, that's his channel is based on Wii Party, Wii Sports, and Wii Play, and my goodness, the videos got so popular. He's been a corrupter too. Oh, with Starshine. Lovely that you ask. Lovely. Here's everything I know about the Super Mario Starshine mod, to an extent. Mario Galaxy mod that kind of turns it in. It's like playing Mario Sunshine in Mario Galaxy. God, the blast of the past with Wii Play. Oh, dude, I never played Wii Play. The most that I know about Wii Play, actually, and unironically, if Wii Play is the game I'm thinking of, yeah, dude, my biggest exposure to Wii Play, no joke, is Killy-san's corruption videos. That's it. That's my biggest exposure to corruption videos as a whole. Well, not to corruption videos, freaking, to Wii Play. And I think it's kind of a crime that I haven't done. I don't know why. Why have I not done Wii Play? I think there was a period of time where I saw Killy-san's like Wii Play, and I'm like, oh my god, I should do Wii Play corruptions. I never got around to it. I wonder what content you upload now since I came here to see your stream. Well, at the moment, it's all over the place, dude. It's all over the frickin' place. I've got the weird inconsistency and bipolar content stream of a 100 subscriber channel at the moment. Not a 100,000 subscriber channel. And I don't have a problem with that. But I'm looking to dial in a bit more to my interests. I have a much more carefree attitude with what I do on YouTube now. My problem, though, and this is part of the thing, if you weren't here for a previous part of the streams, I'm going to make it brief. My whole thing is I've had a very bad habit of when I get burnout on a niche, I obviously move over to another niche. The problem is I always end up making some kind of statement saying I'm just forever done making corruption videos or FNF content. That's not... I want to stop doing that. And again, most of you guys were probably here for me saying that, but I just wanted to get that out there for anyone who wasn't here for that part of the stream. But in terms of what I've actually been uploading, I've been doing Binding of Isaac stuff, and Isaac has been very fun. It's been very cool to do Isaac stuff recently. I've been playing a lot of the deleted. Also been watching a lot of Killy-san streams of him doing the deleted. They've been very fun to watch. Deleted is just in general like my favorite modded character. Isaac is so funny to watch. I'm telling you, dude, it's just my favorite roguelike. I mean, I'm saying I'm taking a break instead of I'm done could redirect. That's pretty much what this boils down to. And even then, I think it's more of an internal thing. I don't even straight up need to tell. I think I want to get to a point where I don't even need to tell you guys I'm going to take a break or make any kind of statement. I just want to make it known that when I move over, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an abrupt thing of going from corruptions back to Isaac or something, but I don't want to have to make a statement every time is the thing. I very loosely understand Isaac, but I know what some of the items are from watching and playing it a couple times with friends. I have like 800 hours in Isaac and I have never streamed it or made any content on it. I don't know why. Dude, it's a great game, man. I mean, again, I know Killy-san, he's been doing his Isaac streams. They've been very fun to watch. I've been making my own content on Isaac that has been very laid back, very casual, man. Like, again, by no means, like, again, it seems like you already are pretty set in stone in having that very carefree attitude with what you do on YouTube and everything. But like, hey man, Isaac content, it's pretty fun. I'll tell you what, but, I would definitely, I told Killy-san about Temple Rooms one day, and since then he's clocked 1,000 hours. No shot, dude. That's so funny. Currently, I did not realize Killy-san had that many hours in Isaac. I mean, like, I only really got into Isaac around, like, 2020. Because I got into it around the time Repentance came out. I currently have 500 hours. Okay, 563 hours rookie, just before Repentance came out. Good God. Oh my God, just before Repentance came out. Yeah, I literally got into Isaac properly. I've actually had Isaac, though, since Rebirth. Not before Afterbirth. But I only played, I think, 2 hours of the game. And then once I started really getting into roguelikes, then I decided, boom, play Repentance exists, get Afterbirth Plus, get Repentance. That whole shebang, man. Like it's I don't know, it's a whole thing. Have you seen the weather having an identity crisis? Los Angeles, California having a blizzard. I did hear about that. You know, the crazy thing is I've been hearing about that, yet here where I live, it's been 70 to 80 degrees. What is going on in California, bro? Have you tried the new Super Mario Bros. Mario vs. Luigi yet? Dude, ever since I chimed into your one stream of doing it, it's like it's been in the back of my mind, but I never got around to it. And the thumbnail is B-side. Do I still have the Risk of Rain B-side thumbnail as my stream thumbnail? God, that's like a year outdated. I gotta change that at some point, especially when I start doing corruption streams. Well, then again, corruption streams plus B-side, yeah, that kind of fits. Maybe I'll keep it. It's so freaking funny. Yeah, no, dude, literally, given it's a Battle Royale New Super Mario Bros. Multiplayer thing, oh yeah, we have had 60-degree weather days like the past 2 weeks, and then a week after it had snowed and gotten back. Yeah, what the frick is going on, man? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like, we haven't had any of those dips. It's just straight up been in the 70 to 80 degree range. It legit feels like spring/summer weather right now, which is great. I hate 30-degree weather. I hate it, but maybe end the stream off with the Risk of Rain blue screen mod. Gee, no. No. I'm not doing that. I think that mod is actually outdated now, although it's such a simple concept of a mod that it probably still works past the DLC updates. Because all it is just you die, the game blue screens. I think there's a very similar mod for like Terraria as well. So maybe I'll do that with Terraria since I've started playing Terraria recently. Oh man. That just ends off the life of the blue screen thumb. Yeah, true. Man, we'll do it at some point. I'll do another Risk of Rain 2 B-side stream. It'll happen. So like hardcore mode. It's not even really hardcore mode. It's quite literally you have to restart your whole PC when you die. It's very funny. I did 2 streams of it that were done in the same day. I don't know if it was in 2022. It might have been in 2021. But it was very funny. It was very funny. I very much enjoyed it. But yeah. I don't know. I remember that. Dude, it was fun. Chad, I gotta tell you. I had some hash browns and eggs for breakfast this morning. I've been a lot more protein-centric recently. I'm trying to get more fit. Because I'll be real with you, especially in the midst of, if there's one thing, I haven't just been slacking in content chat, I've been slacking in exercise. COVID made me lose my sense of like taking care of myself. I got a bit of a gut and everything, so I'm trying to fix that. And so you may be wondering, you know, what are you doing to fix it? Also, by the way, glad to see you doing okay. Love your corruption videos. Thank you so much. Again, I hope to get them back up and running sometime soon. Play some Wii Fit. Now, I'm not going to be playing Wii Fit. It was a consideration, but I'm not going to be playing Wii Fit. However, if I'm ever feeling like exercising a certain day, I don't know how well Wii Fit works on emulator, but I would love to do Wii Fit. Are Wii Fit corruptions a thing? I thought I remember Killysunt doing a Wii Fit corruptions. I genuinely can't remember. No, okay, he didn't do Wii Fit. He did Wii Music and Wii Party. Right. That makes sense, because I think Wii Fit would actually have some complications. Felt that. I've been trying to lose weight for my own health since the big old diabetes is looming a little too close for me. Yeah, I'm not experiencing tons of health issues, but at least I want to get skinnier, because I put on a little bit of weight. I haven't put on a bunch of weight to the point where, like, if you looked at me now compared to like a previous video, you're not going to notice that much. You're really not going to notice that much. It's just when I look at my actual gut, which I'm never going to show on stream. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. There's a little bit of a little gut. And so my plan to get rid of it, on Wednesday, I'm getting a Amazon shipping of a thing for my USB for my controller, so I can do more games with controller, and probably properly start getting corruption stuff set up. But also, I'm getting a copy of Ring Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch, plus the accessories so that you can actually play it. Yeah. Do you still have faith for the upcoming FNAF film? Since it's currently filming now. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I've seen some of the leaked, well, not leaked, but like some of the official teasers on Twitter. Oh man, dude, it looks good. It looks good. I'm excited for it, and I'm hoping it pans out well. I was gonna suggest Ring Fit, dude. I genuinely, here's the thing though. I looked at Ring Fit. Ring Fit puts you actually through the ringer. Like, it is a legitimate workout. No joke. That Ring Fit is no joke from what I saw. They actually have you doing real gym exercises in Ring Fit. Nuts. It's actually nuts. And if I can do that in the comfort of not having to leave my room, holy frick, man, that's crazy. I watched Alpharad's Ring Fit videos. Oh my God. My feeds have been suggesting all the Matthew Lillard of FNAF memes. I still can't believe he's gonna. What is he gonna be? Purple? What is he gonna be? Purple guy? I can't remember. Who is Matthew Lillard playing in the FNAF movie? Well, okay, I know. Yeah, he's gonna be William Afton, dude. What the frick, man? That's crazy to me. Also, Gabriel, thank you again for the $2. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Yeah, he's going to be purple guy. Dude, that's freaking nuts. I remember the first time I tried Ring Fit, I had it on the easiest setting, and I got through the tutorial, and I was fully wiped out. You know, the funny thing is a lot of YouTubers I've seen who've done it have had the very same thing happen. And it's weird, because in my mind, I'm like, I heard about that being a thing, and I'm like, how could the tutorial be difficult? No, I saw it, and even though I haven't experienced it yet, they're constantly having you jogging. They're having you do high knees upstairs. They're having you do multiple forms of like different exercises that you choose from. Some do more damage depending on how tough the workout is. Like, what? And they actively let you do more damage if you hold like a stretch. Like, what the frick? It's actually crazy. I think in terms of exercise thing, Ring Fit is what Wii Fit couldn't do. You know what I mean? Ring Fit is what Wii Fit couldn't do. I got Just Dance 2022 for my Switch, wore me out at the start. Then after a while of playing, I got used to it. See, here's the thing about Just Dance. I have a thing of Just Dance 2021? Or it might be 2020 and 2022 on Switch. The difference with Just Dance for me is it's very easy to cheap out and exploit things if you're feeling tired. There's a lot of incentive to not push yourself as much. And I think I've just needed some exercise game that actually is like, no, push yourself, but not too much. Just put the game mechanics actually want you to push yourselves. Ring Fit legitimately does that because, again, harder exercises do more damage to enemies. If you do more damage to enemies if you like hold a stretch, and it's that kind of thing. There's actual like timers for levels too, so you can speed run by jogging quicker. Like, they ain't playing around, man. Harder songs are actually easier for me. You know, I'm of the similar opinion. Even though I'm out of shape, it's like, yeah, they've been easier for me. How are you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm all over the place. Your average all over the place content creator again. Just You're not going to reenact the whole thing, but for any of you who weren't here for the previous part of the streams, moral of the story, corruptions and FNF content, I would also say, are back on the table. It's just that if I ever want to switch away from them, I'm not going to sit here and say that they're done anymore. I'm not even probably going to say that they're on break. I'm just going to switch to whatever I want to do. Shouldn't have to be this big complication. And I think that's going to be a big thing. So hope you guys are excited for that. I've been kind of half in the FNF rabbit hole recently. I have been very out of the FNF loop. I think I've been trying to condition myself to not like FNF that much, weirdly enough. And I think my reasoning has just been because of the fact that I had this weird connection with the community and everything, yada, yada. It's just that stuff, that weird mindset that I had. But realistically, I love FNF's music to an extent. I do think it all kind of starting to sound a little too similar. But also just because, again, like, I don't actually, so contrary to popular belief, and this might break a bit of the immersion for you guys, in a lot of the perfectly normal videos, there's obviously gameplay going along with it of somebody playing. And so I think I've led it to be the conclusion that either I'm playing. No, I've just led it to be the conclusion that I'm playing the game. So I'm going to give you guys a tough reality. I am incredibly bad at FNF. I am not good at FNF and mainly just engage in the music and enjoy the actual, like, some of the bigger community made mods. Now, here's the deal. How does that play in? So you may be wondering, if that's the case, how did you do so well in those perfectly normal recordings? I didn't. So, a little bit of an immersion break, behind the scenes immersion break. Majority of the actual recordings of gameplay for the perfectly normals were actually filmed by DP. Because DP's good at FNF. So DP does a recording of them and then sends it back over to me to edit. That was always how it went. And if he wasn't available, what did I do, you may ask? I feel a little bad about this. But I found some very generic, like, gameplay of somebody playing the mod and dubbed the put the song underneath and then matched it up with the thing. I feel weird about that. And I've always been very adamant, like, hey, if a content creator ever figures out that I use it from their video specifically, tell me to take it down and I'll take it down, but that never happened. Nothing even close happened. It's I don't know. It's jank, but I did what I could. So a little behind the scenes immersion break of how the perfectly normals worked for you. It's funny. It's funny. I enjoy it. But yeah, I don't know. Why don't you use Autobot for the FNF songs? So here's the really funny thing. Autobot was always very inconsistent for me, even when I did it properly. Autobot isn't always the most consistent thing in the world. And the problem is, if I don't get it right, I have to re-record and do this whole ordeal. FNF on Roblox kind of died. Oh, yeah, I heard about Funky Friday getting that lawsuit, dude. What happened to your laugh? It sounds a little different. Does it? I don't feel like it sounds any different. I'm just not laughing hard right now. I think it's like it's because it's a softer laugh. Hang on, my cat is puking. Oh my God. Hope your cat's okay. Hope your cat's okay, Burntash. What the frick? Oh my God. That's a little wild. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Funky Friday lawsuit incident. Yeah, sometimes I forgot about it too. I actually didn't remember about it until it got brought up in chat, to be honest. But yeah. I don't know if I have much more to say this stream. I've been going on way longer than I actually expected to. I thought this was going to be a very short thing. Oh, how have you been these days? Okay, well, we're not going to be ending the stream yet because I have a little more banter. Thank you, Choir Kid. I've been doing well. Again, I'm just trying to figure out life. It's hard, man. And I think a lot of the big thing that I really want to do to feel like I'm properly doing something again is getting back into the flow of knowing what I'm doing at all times with YouTube. And I think a good step towards that is going to be allowing myself to do whatever I want, but also not feeling like I have to say I'm done with a certain thing. All that I've said it a million times. The strip. You get the point. You get the point. I felt that. I'm trying to get through this quarter of school right now. Yeah, I was wondering how school has been going for you, because like I'm not it, dude. I'll be real with you. YouTube is my source of income at the moment. It's not full time, but my parents aren't like making me pay rent or something. They're sweet in that regard. I love you guys. But you know, they're just like, it's a whole thing. They're giving me the opportunity to like explore my passion for a little bit. And, you know, obviously, unless like I've always been one of those people that has said, I don't think I'm ever going to make YouTube a full-time thing unless if it really just blows up and can consistently be that way. As long as I can have some merit and some leniency in what I do, you know, then I'm chill with it being full-time. I'm chill with it being full-time. It's just, you know, if you ever had depression, ooh, well, that's a rough topic. Yes, I most definitely have. I still struggle through it nowadays. It's tough. I won't go into the whys of it, but yeah, I will say I've definitely been going through it the last 2 years or so, and I'm trying to get around to it through things that make me happy. This community makes me happy. You guys make me happy. Hope you know that. Everyone gets it at some point. I don't know if I would say everyone, but I would say a mass majority. My parents have been really cool about my weird college decisions while I figure it out my own. I can't drive yet, so they've been. Oh my god, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one still not driving yet, dude. Holy frick. I do know I want to get the hang of driving at some point because I want to be out and see the world more. I think one of my biggest mental health issues is that I'm always, especially when my job, quote unquote, right now being YouTube, is all in the comfort of my own room where I am right now. I don't get out of the house often outside of my walks, and even then I'm not going very far. So it gets to you a little bit. You know, like I don't see enough of the world. And I basically, I want to at some point move to getting out in the world a bit. Same. It's just difficult since it requires a degree of focus I struggle to maintain because my brain squirrels off somewhere else. And then the second I get confident, that's the problem. Yeah. My brain, it goes through so many topic cycles at every waking moment. And normally I don't mind that in the context of talking to you guys right now, or even making like a casual gameplay video or something like that. But in the context of my brain scatteringly like moving through topics in my head, that's a problem when driving. That's something I'm very afraid of. I know what kind of vehicle I'm operating. I don't want to put someone in danger. Hope you feel good and all. I'm just surprised that you still upload. Since I stopped watching you when I was a kid, since some content gets easily boring for me. Hey, I completely get that, and I appreciate you stopping by again. Again, I'm still uploading, and I was doing pretty consistent for a while back in 2021. It just fell off a little bit due to some mental health stuff, and then I got off track with YouTube, and now I'm just trying to both roll back my mental health stuff, but also just my YouTube stuff. I just want to get good again, man. I've been coming to terms with school being my only social outlet. Recently, I performed in my very first musical, and it was amazing, but it opened my eyes to how lonely I was once the show closed. Yeah, I haven't been going to college or anything, so for me, I haven't even had exposure to that. A lot of my IRL friends, unfortunately, kind of moved on to their own endeavors. And most of my support recently has just been like my sister. I love my sister to death. And like my girlfriend, love my girlfriend. Riley, I love you. I love you. And she's been doing really well, and I've just been cheering her on and everything she's been doing. I talked about it in a recent thing, but she recently just got her first job, and I'm so proud of her. I really am. So, that's been my main like social outlet. And even then, again, I'm not getting out when doing it. It's mostly just, again, in the comfort of this room. So that's why at some point, unless YouTube blows up for me again, which, again, if I make corruptions, it honestly might. If I'm open to doing F&F again, who knows, it might blow up. But again, F&F peeps' attention span is not that high, so we might not get anyone's attention on the F&F stuff anymore. But corruption peeps, I know you guys will at least somewhat come through. I know how you guys work. My IRLs are pretty busy, and I'm the only one in my grad class who chose to go to my college, so I had to start with a clean slate. I made friends there, but again, they're 40 plus minutes away. Yeah, man, it's just so tough. It's so tough. And it's like, I even knew prior to high school ending that was going to happen. I just did not realize how much of a hard-hitting issue it was going to be for me. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to happen, and then you'll just bounce back really quick. You got your YouTube stuff. You're going to be fine. Not realizing that me not having IRL friends, being lonely and all that was going to be part of the reason that I took my hiatus on YouTube. And then there's that whole spiral. You guys are getting the inside deets to my life, man. Freaking, it's just, you guys get my whole ramble, dude. I'm venting. I'm not going to tell you guys my whole life story, but I'm venting, bro. You guys deserve to know this pent up energy that I've had since, what is it? Late 2021, when I started kind of falling out of whack with my corruption videos and just videos in general. Me walking into college, it'll be fine, and then me now 20 mental breakdowns later. Dude, it's just so tough, man. I want to go back to being a kid of sorts. It's just although I will say it does feel better to know I can do YouTube stuff now without having to juggle school stuff as well. I will tell you this, in the midst of, like, obviously the time where I was probably my most like viral on YouTube was during school. The Perfectly Normals blew up when I was about to graduate. I was busy getting ready for graduation while getting randomly like hundreds of thousands of views on me screaming into a mic over F&F songs. I had to keep up with that. Meanwhile, also studying for like a chemistry test at the same time. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, that's the caveat of doing YouTube when you're young and blowing up when you're young, is that you have to juggle things. My time in the musical I was in was a breath of fresh air since I was put on my friends I graduated with and hadn't seen since graduation, so I got to reunite with old friends and make new ones. Oh, dude, honestly, that's great. That's great. My plan, honestly, for IRL friends is the moment I get like an actual job outside of YouTube stuff, again, unless YouTube stuff blows up, which would be inconvenient for the friend stuff, but, again, I don't gotta do as much. Let's be real, YouTube stuff, you don't gotta do as much until you blow up. I'm not in a state where I have to do too much at the moment. Like, yeah, I'm six digits on my subscriber count, but it's like, I don't got the view count to back it up. Well, the more I've looked at it, and the more I've looked at 100,000 subscriber channels, my view count's actually not like crazy out of the question. Like, it makes me feel better. So, mental health has been something. I'm a freshman in college, 2 hours from home, and I recently had a breakup. But luckily, my parents and friends have been really awesome. Hey, man, that's honestly... Listen, we're all in this together, fellas. We're all in this together. Let's all hug it out. It's all good, man. I've been considering streaming on Twitch more and more, but the setup I'd need to do keeps stopping me. Dude, I'll tell you what. Even though this PC that I got back in 2017 was really good for its time, it is starting to show its age. And that is part of the reason that I want to get a new PC next year. Because there's certain types of content that I can't really do. I can do corruptions. It's not a problem. But I want to do Elden Ring rando casual videos, and I can't do that. I cannot do that. What are your favorite YouTubers? it flip-flops a lot. I'm very all over the place with my interests, and I think my YouTuber interests sort of reflect that to an extent. What I will say, on the other hand, is that universally one of my favorite YouTubers has always been Alpharad. Alpharad is just a general inspiration to me for being able to have more freedom in the type of content that you do, in general, things of that nature. And I also just have a soft spot towards a lot of the corruption peeps, Kelly Sun, Zerodox Given, Vinny, all those peeps. I have a soft spot to those guys. They're amazing. And, you know, part of it is just towards my bias of being in the community niche that I'm in on YouTube, the thing I'm known for. But, I mean, those guys are just genuinely really good with what they do. They're entertaining. Not trying to gas them up, but again, universally, they're just some of my favorites. I have a soft spot for them. What about me? Oh, okay, listen. Don't think I forgot about you, brother. Don't think I forgot about you. Don't think I forgot about you, Scares. Holy frick. Hold on. Let me tell you. I will say, Scares, if you want any sense of like, I guess recognition in this situation, you are the reason that I did do BIOS corruptions, period. I legit didn't think about doing any Wii menu BIOS corruptions until I really started watching your GameCube BIOS corruptions. And I'm like, I could do that. I've never gotten around to getting GameCube BIOS corruptions specifically to work. If I could, I would. I don't know how people do it, I'll be real. But, you know. Only because your foul language had you stay. I don't swear. Which, you know, is only because actually the environment I'm in. I love that I joined at the perfect time just to hear that. Yeah, no, that's one of those things. I think every corruption YouTuber under the sun, like a lot of the main, like there's like a big five that I know about. You know, I know there's me, although I don't know if you'd consider me a big one. There's Killy-san. Scares is obviously, like, he's known for his GameCube BIOS corruptions. Zerodox Given's known for a lot of the more Nintendo. I don't know how to word his stuff. He's just gotten in his own niche as well. And then Vinny is obviously like the god of the scene, if you will. So I always have something to owe to like everyone from that. Vinny was just my general baseline inspiration. Killy-san, I think, was just my inspiration for really like going into like content for it. Zerodox Given, I think was always just a really nostalgic one because I had always watched Zerodox Given stuff from when I was a lot younger, and I'm like, I want to do that. And then, you know, it just kind of forms from there. Like, I think most of the peeps in the corruption community, I just have a lot to owe to them. They've all made an impact on some form of how I do corruptions, whether it's diving into certain things that I corrupt, like, you know, BIOS corruptions being from stuff I do because of Scares' content inspiring me, all that stuff. It's all of it stems from inspiration. I really think it's kind of just how I work. And honestly, there's just a part of me that wishes the corruption scene was bigger, but also like in a weird way, I kind of don't mind that it isn't. You know, it's a niche. It's a huge niche on YouTube that somehow still is just kicking. It's doing its thing. It's doing what it does. And it makes me happy to see that after all these years of, you know, Vinny kind of popularizing it. I don't think Vinny was the first, but he was the one to kind of really make it a big thing. You know, like, it's still just a thing. I like that we're kind of like a tight-knit family. Yeah, that's kind of the best way that I can put it. It's like, while I wouldn't mind if corruptions blew up more, it would remove sort of that tight-knit family thing of it. And it's better because, again, it's like you can still get traction on YouTube despite the fact that it's such a tight-knit niche. And I don't know. It may be sappy, but as many ups and downs as I've probably expressed about the corruption community over the years, again, all of it boils down to me working through my own stuff and projecting. and I don't want it to be a reflection of how I feel about the corruption community. There will be times where I take a break from it. There will be times where I do all that, but at the baseline, I have a lot that I owe to the community. I've met a lot more of the people that I looked up to in the community, through everything that I've done, and never in a million years would I thought I would have done that. So it's a big deal for me. On a different note, are you going to do some more of the Spelunky things you were doing with DP the other day? So, yes, I just haven't gotten around to it. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I think it's the best way to put it. I haven't gotten around to doing it. Ugh. Had an eye itch. Sorry. Just thought I would announce that it was bothering me, so I thought I'd itch it and then announce it. My bad. Do. Sorry, that was a little pizza tower bit. I gotta say, I'm like eyeing this Teardown Steam page, and I'm like, oh, Teardown looks so satisfying. Oh, I kind of want to play Teardown, man. It looks funny. I like the idea of physics like that. I might have to play Teardown. Frick, man. Might have to play it. I'm going to take my leave now. It has been nice to see you again. Doing fine and talking to you. Have a nice day. Hey, have a nice day to you too as well. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Good. Anyways, chat. I'm going to tell you what. I've been streaming way longer than I expected. So without further ado, I'm probably going to get out of here. And in general, I think I'm just going to go chill. Thank you guys for being so supportive this stream, especially having a lot of the big corruption peeps coming in, chiming in, giving their second thought on everything. It's reassuring, man. I just want to set the record straight and say nothing's ever going to be off the table with what I do on YouTube content. We should talk more often. Dude, message me on Discord. I'm bad with doing that myself, so you might have to be the initiative, unfortunately. And I'm sorry about that, but it might have to be a thing. But, yeah. There will be times where I take breaks from certain types of content, but I think I'm very much done with saying that I'm done with a certain type of content. I think that has held me back. That single-handedly has held me back. And so F&F content's on the table. Corruptions are most definitely on the table. It's very much in the plan book. And I just appreciate you guys being so patient with me. I don't know how you have, but again, if you ever catch me saying I'm done with a certain type of content, again, call me out. As a genuine criticism, I want that. I want to grow as a content creator, and I want to understand my wrongs. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and head up out of here. Hope to see you guys soon. No guarantees, again, because I'm just doing what I want. But I hope to see you guys again soon. I love you guys to death. And stay safe, fellas. Yeah. Love you guys. I'm gonna go have like a water or two. I don't know about you.